from Vahak on
Yeah,
Earth.
see, I've got
That's
to learn
Master
all
Rank
this
5
too.
locked mission as well. Frost drops from Lech Krill on Ceres. He's the guy that you have to hurt his backpack before you can damage him. And you can only damage his backpack when he does his Ice Slam attack, and then you can damage his backpack.
Yeah.
Excalibur is
See.
a starting Warframe, but he also drops from Ambulis on, I
Oh, does
believe,
he?
Neptune.
Cool. I didn't know he dropped.
Yeah, he drops from the Ambulis. It's like a
I mean,
big,
I've got
giant
some of his
MOA-looking thing.
Oh, okay. See, because I got some of his parts, not parts, but like helmets and stuff like that from doing alerts. I figured that maybe might be the only way you could get him.
I'm not seeing a boss on Neptune, though. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, back in the codex.
Okay.
I am going to
He,
do well.
Excalibur drops from Ambulis
Objects,
on Pluto.
oddities.
So yeah, I thought it was on
Pluto?
Neptune, but it's on Pluto. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Then let's see who else we got to talk about. Equinox drops from Teal Regor, but the only problem is with Equinox is Warframes in general only have 3 parts: helmet, chassis systems, and blueprint. Well, the blueprint, most of the time you can just buy the blueprint from the marketplace, unless it's a story mission suit. We'll go over story mission suits a little bit later. The problem is with Equinox is the yin-yang Warframe, which means you need helmet, chassis systems for light, helmet, chassis systems for dark. That's 6 right there. Then you need the dark aspect and light aspect blueprints, but those also drop. You also have to farm those. So you have to farm those 8 parts, and then the 9th part is going to be the blueprint you buy from the marketplace. So Equinox is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get.
Yep.
Anaros is going to be the Warframe that is sand. He's unique because he has 0 shields, but even for only having 0 shields, his armor is only 200, which is kind of odd.
Yeah.
Ivara drops from certain spy missions if you 100% the spy mission. She's going to be the archery Warframe. She's got some good aspects to her. She's interesting. Limbo is going to be the Void Warframe. He basically puts people in another dimension. Most people kind of troll with him, but he has a lot of co-op abilities. Loki is going to be the stealth character you want to use for spies, because you're an invisible character. Mag is going to be electric.
For definite.
So, I mean, magnetism.
He's good backup DPS.
So magnetism is good. Nova is going to be... Oh shit, I completely went over that. Okay, Ivara's from spy missions doing the right way. Limbo is from the Limbo Theorem. Loki is from fighting the Hyena Pack, which is 4 bosses at once.
Ooh, yeah.
Each one of the 4 bosses will be a different element. Mag drops from the Sergeant. I believe he's like level 1 to 5 or 5 to 10 or something super low. You can easily get Mag. Mesa is going to be from fighting Mutalist Alad V. That you can only fight him after you do the quest for Patient Zero. And then even after you finish Patient Zero, you have to collect 3 Mutalist Alad V nav cords to do that mission. And those will either drop as a reward in the Derelict, or sometimes you can find an alert for it right now. Like there's an alert for it right now on Neptune for Survival, 31 to 36. It says completion 0 of 3. That's because you got to do the mission 3 times to get Mutalist Alad V nav cord. And then 1 doesn't help you. You need to get 3 to make the key. And then each boss fight key is going to take an hour to build.
Wow. Damn, I didn't know that.
Mirage.
Short amount of time. You don't have to wait 24 hours or 2 days.
Yeah. Mirage is going to come from special mission. I'm trying to remember Mirage's mission. Let's see. Bundles, equipment, keys and drones. Mirage comes from Hidden Messages mission. It doesn't tell you where to go on the mission. each time you get a new mission for it, it's going to give you a riddle. It's in Greek mythology. So if you don't understand the riddle, you may just not have that space unlocked, because you should try to get all the planets before you try to get Mirage. Because you'll want to go to a certain space, which is the answer for each one of the Greek riddles. You also need a special resource to build the Mirage key that only drops from Derelict. It's the Orcan ciphers. Yeah, the only purpose Orcan ciphers serve in the game is to build that Mirage key. I don't know if they'll change that sometime in the future, but you only get Orcan ciphers from doing finding the special hidden caches. The hidden rooms and the Derelict. I suggest doing the Derelict Exterminate. That way, when you're done killing everybody, you can just wander around aimlessly and look for the door. It's Mirage. Necros drops from Orcan Derelict Assassinate, which is Lephantis. But that's the same problem is, I believe it's not like the Mesa key. I believe you have to have 5 Lephantis nav cords to build that key. And you need...
Hang on 1 second, man. Tweak, I'll comment here in a minute. I'm going to finish a message out real quick.
Yeah, you need 5 Lephantis nav cords to build the thing to get that. Yeah, I got Ace sending me some messages right now, too. He says he's busy. He's eating Popeyes. Alright, then.
Oh, yeah, well, that might be a good excuse. Popeyes is pretty good.
Black man eating chicken. Alright, then. So then, that's on Necros.
Good right now.
Neza only comes from the sorties. But since Neza drops from the sorties, she has the unique ability of her parts can actually be traded, even though she's not a prime. Neza is the only Warframe that parts can be traded, even though she's not a prime, because her parts come as a reward. Nova drops from... Let's take a look at Neza. There's Neza. Neza's going to be like your Fire Excalibur, almost. Mirage is going to be like Mirage's. Mesa is going to be like your Shooter Warframe. Necros is going to be like the Death Warframe. Nova is going to be like your molecular energy frame. She drops from a big giant osprey. It's a bullet sponge. I believe it's on Europa? Yeah, the raptor on Europa drops Nova. Then there's Nyx, the psychic. Nyx drops from Ford. Ford's only appears when the planet gets infested with this infestion type thing. Oberon drops from badass enemies, technically. They'll be like glowing red. There's Oberon. There's Rhino. I don't need to show each one of these little things, but Rhino drops from the Jackal, I believe. Double check.
I think he does.
Pretty sure he drops from
What drops
Jackal.
from the Jackal? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does, because I think I got his helmet the last time we went and done it.
Is he from Venus? Yeah, Fossa.
The Jackal?
Yeah, Jackal's from Venus. The only problem is Jackal's different from other bosses. He will scale to your level. So if you don't get Rhino when you're young, it'll be a little bit more difficult to get him. Rhino's also Master Rank 3 locked. Saren drops from Kelidithame on Sedna. She's a bit of a pain in the ass because her primary is a rocket launcher. Trinity drops from when Lech Krill and Captain Vor are together. So it's a 2-boss fight at the same time. And they drop Trinity on Phobos. Valkyr is going to come from Alad V on Jupiter, Valbin, only comes from alerts. So you'll have to find an alert for
Necros.
Valbin chassis, Valbin systems, Valbin helmet, things like that.
Have you explained Necro shit?
Yeah. Do you got questions about Necros? I can go over Necros.
Yeah, where do we find him at?
Necros is
I
from
was in
fighting
the middle of a message,
Lephantis.
man. Hmm.
So you have to, but he works similar to Mesa, where you have to get the nav cords to get him. The only difference is,
Oh,
in
really?
order to get that, you need 5 Lephantis nav cords, whereas you only need 3 for
Wow,
Mesa.
damn.
But you should find a bunch of Lephantis nav cords just from being in the derelict. They drop out of
Oh,
crates
really?
and things like that, so it's not that big of a
Oh,
deal.
nav cords, nav cords. Okay,
Yeah,
thought you were talking
Lephantis
about the
nav
Lat
cords.
V ones.
Yep.
Okay, because I
Um,
think I have some of those.
yep. Volt is a starter, so you can get Volt when you start out, or you can get Volt from the dojo if it's researched, but you can also buy Volt from the Conclave if you have enough Conclave standing. Uh, Wukong is in the dojo, and then Zephyr. Wukong is like the Monkey King, so that's like a stealthy tank almost. Zephyr is going to be
Oh,
the
okay.
air warframe. Zephyr is unique among the other warframes because when she jumps, she kind of glides back down. Gravity doesn't really affect her as well. Um, Zephyr is also unique in there's a mini game for her. If I can find it.
Oh, okay.
I
Just
I don't know how to find her mini game.
isn't that one of the ones in the market?
Yeah, but it should be showing me loadouts for each one of um warframes.
Okay. There's the patient zero. What was patient zero again? Who
Patient
is
Zero
that?
is from Mesa.
Oh, that's I'm gonna go ahead and buy that.
Appearance. Oh, okay. So when you're at Zephyr, you're gonna want to go to Appearance, and you'll see A, B, and C, which is different loadouts. I'm gonna go to a different warframe so you can see what I mean. So if I go to Volt, and I go to Appearance, Volt just has A, B, and C.
Extractor blueprint.
But if you go to Zephyr and go to Appearance, you'll see A, B, C, and Z. When you click Z, it actually opens up Flappy Birds that you can play with Zephyr. So it's like a mini game that's inside the game, but I suck at it, as you've just seen. My best score is only 3.
Would it be worth it to spend credits on these? Let's see, Orc and Derelict Mobile Defense Blueprint. I know this is out of subject. Right this second,
Orkin, Derelict
with,
Descents. Yeah, you want to get
or just any of those.
all of those blueprints for all the keys. That way you can make them.
Okay, cool. That's a good idea. So
I think I'm
about to
almost
buy
done in the
quite a
codex, so
few.
then I'll go over to the marketplace and explain that in a little bit.
Okay, yeah, my bad for jumping into that. But the codex
No,
is
that's
the main
fine.
thing we need to listen to.
Yep. I'm gonna switch back
That
to
and
Trinity.
actually mods. That's gonna be a tough subject there too, and how you want to
Nope.
do that.
Mods is easy to explain. As long as people are paying attention, it won't be hard to explain mods. It'll actually be extremely easy.
Yeah, see, I'm starting to get a lot used to it now.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
then I
finally
just
learning like the
explained
level
Zephyr and
stuff.
Flappy Birds. Okay, these
My
ones
bad,
on
dude.
the bottom that look like wings, the Odinata Prime, Itzel, and Elytron, those are wings that you also use in space, but then they can also be submersibles as well.